He is in the Weather Explorer. Right now, Bruce, you got a little time to catch your breath.
Definitely, but Top, we're geared up in the Weather Explorer and ready to chase this next line. But I tell you what, some of the worst damage from the first round was here in the Franklin Farm neighborhood in Herndon. Jim Lee from the National Weather Service was already out here and says, this looks like straight line wind damage from the storm that raced through here at about 40 miles an hour. There was a brief tornado warning out here, but he did not see any evidence of rotation in the ways that the trees came down in this neighborhood. Neighbors say the front rolled through in just minutes, knocking down trees as it blew by, including one big maple tree that fell right on Gene Wong's front door.
I heard it. I was in the kitchen. I heard some noise. I'm like, what was that? Looked out back, looked out front, and then looked over there, and it was laying on the house.
I was on my front porch and looking out at the storm, and then I suddenly saw a wind gust going across those trees in the back there, the tall trees, and I heard a crackling noise. So when I heard that, I looked to the side, and I saw that tree like just literally falling over to the right side.
We just finished doing our house, you know, painting it and doing everything, but it doesn't look like the damage is really that bad.
So you're feeling kind of lucky, really?
Very lucky, quite lucky.
Yeah, definitely lots of lucky folks here. All kinds of trees down throughout this neighborhood. Navy Captain Joe Klingsis says his wife freaked out when she saw a tree pierce their roof and slam into her back deck. Thankfully, they were not hurt either. What's interesting is how the damage hit some blocks, completely skipped others. Looks like there were just very small areas that got the worst of it. Adam?
Reaction to freak out in seeing that. Listen, I know that you're in for it here for the rest of the night, so get a little bit of a breather while you can. Bruce LeShand, thank you. Our storm coverage continuing now with Matthew Torres, who's live for us in Montgomery County in Brookville. Had pretty close call for one family there, Matthew.
Clear.
Yeah, Adam, definitely. We are here just north of Olney in this neighborhood where this tree in this neighbor's yard fell and then crashed on top of another neighbor's home here at Tantera Way and Considine Drive. Just around 12:30 this afternoon, you can see they're now tarping up this roof as the cleanup effort is underway. The homeowner tells me he knew something was wrong when the trees were swaying more than usual when it rains. He, his wife, and mother were on the second floor of the house when they received two alerts. First, it was the tornado watch, and about 30 minutes later, it was the tornado warning, he says. Kenneth Elias Solis says about 30 seconds after telling everyone to go downstairs, the tree crashed into his mother's room. While it was a close call, it could have been worse for his mom, who was preparing to see her doctor for her chemo treatment.
As I was going to get my mom, is when the tree basically crashed into her room. And she was just at the frame of at the door frame, like as she was getting out, the whole roof came down. Oh, she would have been dead, that's for sure.
Wow, and it could have really been a different story if he didn't heed that warning on his phone. As much as he says those alerts on your phone can be annoying, in this case, it could have been life-saving. Reporting live in Brookville, Matthew Torres, WUSA 9.